Hello, a massive welcome to all of you. I can't believe it's already episode 4 of Life as Aspie. Now, today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest. Please welcome my mum.
Hello everyone, nice to meet you all.
Yes, that's it, Mum. Yes, in this episode I will be interviewing my mum about what it's like living with me. So it should be a laugh. So without further ado, let's crack on. So Mum, would you like to tell our viewers your name first of all?
My name is Sherlock and I am Natalie's mum.
Yes, well, they know that. Anyway, great. Okay, Mum, question 1. What is the hardest thing about bringing up an Aspie?
I think sometimes when you become slightly moody and you find it hard to tell me what exactly is going on in your head, and then you kind of get a little bit uppity.
I don't get uppity.
So, when you can't explain what's going on inside.
Okay. Right. I can't explain to myself. I find it hard to explain to myself what's going on inside my head.
That's fine.
And also I think the hardest thing for me is probably when I have a change in plans, so when the plans change and my brain sort of short circuits and
That's right. Exactly.
yeah, and I sort of melt down and everything. It's not very pleasant to watch or to actually happen. Okay, Mum's prompting. Next question. Okay, fine. Let's get on with it. Right. Okay, next question. If I was normal, would you have me normal? And why? I said that fast deliberately because you were...
Hello. Yes. No, I don't think I would have you normal because my day would be very boring. Every day is a challenge, not a challenge, but a change. She can either be sunny and happy, or she can be a little bit down, a little bit black dog. So no, I think I wouldn't change if Natalie. If there was a miracle cure for Natalie, I don't think I would change her.
Okay, thanks. So what is the best thing about bringing up an Aspie and why?
Your intelligence. You can ask anything to do with history or comedy, and it's just a pleasure to listen to you. And also medical things as well. If you tend to know a little bit about medical side of things, and if people describe their symptoms to you, often you diagnose them correctly once they've been to the doctors after you've spoken to them. So that's quite an amazing thing.
Yeah, well, diagnostics is a hobby of mine. Well, thanks. And question 4, when did you first notice something wasn't quite right?
I think we noticed when you were quite small, actually, and I think some of the teachers did. I think actually one of the teachers mentioned to us that you was a little bit slow in your actions. So although you were assessed, there wasn't forthcoming with
The diagnosis.
the diagnosis. So, and also when you were bullied by a teacher when you were in primary school, we then noticed there was something majorly wrong because you were having seizures. But learning now all about Asperger's, then that is one of the problems. Sometimes you have seizures, don't you? But it can also be brought on by extreme stress, and you were under a lot of duress at the time, weren't you?
Duress, it's an episode of NCIS. Okay, and do you wish I'd been diagnosed earlier?
I think it would have been a help if you were diagnosed earlier. Yeah, for you mainly.
Yeah.
And also, once the diagnosis was received, it would be nice if there was more support for the parents to help us understand your.
There was a course
Oh,
that you didn't go on.
this was in Bournemouth, and
She thought it was too far to drive.
you know what my driving's like. I could get lost
Yeah.
in Wareham.
But anyway, okay. How would you like me to improve to make it easier for you?
Tell me when things are bothering you. Just sit down with me. I'm not an ogre. You know, if I know it's hard for a child to talk to the parents. It's easier talking to a stranger. I know this from experience from myself, really. So, yeah, just talk to me when there is a problem.
Okay.
And we can chew it over and hopefully fix things.
A curveball question that I didn't actually plan to ask you, but I came up with in my head. What is the most interesting thing you've learned since being diagnosed with Asperger's?
The most interesting thing I think I've learned is the fact that you can't switch off your brain. It's constant. It's like you have questions of your own that come into your head, don't you? You was telling me.
Yeah, automatic
when Natalie was
thoughts.
explaining her feelings of an Asperger's child, she has automatic thoughts which I think even carries on in her sleep time. You know, there's like even her dreams bombarding her all the time. She has trouble switching off completely, don't you?
Yeah.
Which is fascinating, but must be quite well, what's the word? Frustrating.
Yeah.
Frustrating for her. So hopefully one day they'll find not a cure for Asperger's, but symptoms of Asperger's. Perhaps they can find something to help them to relax more.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Mum, for joining
Thank
us
you.
for this episode.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you, viewers, for watching. I hope you enjoyed this extended episode of Live as Aspie. And I hope you join us again. And I'd also like everyone to share this video, like, comment and subscribe. And I'd like to get the ball rolling and share it with anyone, really, family, friends, anyone. Just, stop random people in the street and say, have you seen Life as an Aspie with Natalie Sherlock? It's brilliant. Yes, please, yes.
Just like to say thank you all for listening and appreciate it. It's given you a real boost as well, people listening to our views. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. God bless and goodbye.